Are you ready to explore the latest incredible innovations and breakthroughs that are shaping the world? It's undeniably shocking to know that the United States just made history by approving the very first lab-grown meat. Here we are not talking about any normal kind of meat, but chicken made entirely from animal cells in laboratory settings. In today's world, sustainability is the major concern of production companies. However, now the sustainable and eco-friendly future of food production has arrived. The groundbreaking development is meant to be a game-changer, as it will allow people to enjoy the taste and nutritional benefits of meat without causing harmful impacts on the environment and issues related to traditional livestock farming. In this video, we will get deep insight into the world of lab-grown meat, identifying the science behind its production, its benefits, and the challenges associated with it. You must be curious about how does it taste. Does it live up to the standards of traditional poultry? Don't worry, because this video will answer all of your queries. Recently, the United States approved the nation's first lab-grown meat made from animal cells. This approval allowed companies in California to offer lab-grown meat to the tables of national restaurants and shelves of supermarkets. The Agriculture Department of the U.S. gave the lab-prepared green light to two firms, Upside Foods and Good Meat, to sell this lab-prepared meat. Both of these firms are racing to be the first company in the U.S. to sell the cell-cultivated meat. The purpose of this innovation was to launch a new era of meat production by decreasing harm to animals and reducing the environmental harms associated with animal grazing and their feeds. The co-founder of Eat Just, which operates Good Meat, said, instead of all of that land and all of that water that's used to feed all of these animals that are slaughtered, we can do it differently. The companies fulfilled the requirements of federal inspections. In November 2022, Upside Foods became the first company to gain approval from FDA for cell-cultivated meat. Now recently, in June 2023, both Upside Foods and Eat Just received full approval from FDA and USDA, indicating that both companies can now begin to sell their products to consumers in the U.S. Now, with the FDA declaring that lab-grown meat is safe to eat, the question arises, what will it transform the food industry? The cell-cultivated meat is grown in steel tanks by using cells from living animals or a fertilized egg. However, for the Upside company, the meat comes out in the form of sheets, which are later formed in the shapes of chicken sausages and cutlets. On the other hand, the Good Meat company, which is already selling its cultivated meat successfully, is used to produce masses of cutlets, shredded meat, and sausages from chicken cells cultivation. However, you will not be able to find this novel addition to the food industry anytime soon on the shelves of grocery stores. Director of the Meat Lab, Ricardo San Martin, said that cultivated meat will be much more expensive as compared to traditional poultry, and it is not easy to produce the meat at the scale of traditional meat. The companies are now planning to serve this new product exclusively to a few restaurants first. For this purpose, the Upside company has already signed with some famous exclusive restaurants, like a San Francisco restaurant known as Bar Cran, and Good Meat company signed with a restaurant run by Jose Andres in Washington, D.C. It is important to note that the cell-cultivated meat products are meat, and not the substitutes like Impossible Burgers from Beyond Meat, which are made of plant proteins. Scientists proved that cell-cultured meat has positive impacts on the environment, which is the reason why more than 150 global companies are focusing on the production of cell-cultivated chicken, pork, fish, beef, and lamb. Upside Food aims to produce, cultivate, and sell real chicken meat from animal cells in bioreactors. It was observed that meat from animal cells was a little paler than the grocery store one, but the look, smell, and taste is similar to traditional poultry chickens. Amy Chen, Upside CEO, said that the common response they got was, "Oh, it tastes like chicken." In Alameda, Good Meat operates a plant where a chef prepared a smoked chicken salad from cell-cultivated chicken in June 2023. He prepared it with chicken thighs served with potato puree and mushroom. The chicken product by Good Meat is supposed to come pre-cooked, which will only require heat to use in dishes. Amy Chen admitted that a lot of people are cautious and even disgusted about the thought of eating chicken produced from cells, according to Chen. It is known as the Ike factor for this purpose. The NORC Center for Public Affairs Research and Associated Press conducted a poll regarding this. Half of the U.S. adult population said that they are not willing to try meat products grown from animal cells. People responded that it just sounds weird to try such meat, and some people responded that they think it would not be safe to try cell-cultivated meat. However, Chen said that once people will understand how the meat is made, they will accept it eventually. And once they will taste it, the products will be sold because this meat is like the same traditional meat you have always loved. Cell cultivation begins with cells. When experts extract cells from living animals that are most likely to taste better and reproduce quickly for developing high-quality meat, once the cell lines are selected by experts, they are combined with a broth-like mixture that consists of fatty acids, amino acids, sugars, salts, vitamins, and other nutritional elements the cell need for growth. Then cells grow inside the tanks known as cultivators. Large sheets are formed when muscles and connective tissue cells grow together. After 3 weeks, the sheets are removed from the cultivators and formed into chicken sausages, cutlets, and other products. Hence, the cells grow in large masses, which are later transformed into a wide range of meat products. Both companies announced that initially the production of meat will be limited. The Emeryville will produce more than 50,000 pounds of cell-cultivated meat every year. However, the officials from Upside said that their goal is to expand this production up to 400,000 pounds every year. The supporters say that cell-cultivated meat is created from cells and not from slaughtering animals. However, lab-grown meat would not be cheaper right after its release, like plant-based meat. Alternatives, initially, it will be sold at premium prices, but it is expected that prices will eventually drop when competition grows. In today's video, we unveiled the groundbreaking development that will revolutionize the way we think about meat. The United States has now officially given the green light to lab-grown chicken, which is a huge milestone towards sustainable food production. Hence, experts in every field are trying to find more ethical alternatives. In the era of environmentally demanding practices, the meat will offer several benefits, and it also requires very fewer resources, like water, feed, and land for growth. It will also reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses and pave the way for safer food alternatives. That is it for now. Make sure you follow our page for more engaging videos and hit that like button if you enjoyed the content you just watched.